All right. So let's take a look at Palantir. Why is this stock down so much? I did see a
Well,
there's a
tech is
story.
the second worst sector of the day.
Well, there's a story that Palantir software is susceptible to cyber attacks. I think that's a story that's taking the stock down. So that's the story. But the stock's just, man, what a stock, huh? Just going up and to the right. It doesn't care what the market thinks. This is such an extremely successful stock. And it's a $414 billion market cap stock that has revenues of just $3.44 billion. That's a pretty small company. Okay. You're paying 120 times revenue. That's a pretty tall premium. P ratio 579. Again, premium. Analysts it's priced a little too high. It is a good grower. This is impressive. Okay. That it's growing, and quarterly, you see the acceleration. That's impressive. Okay. But it's at some point, the growth will be harder to come by because you'll be growing on larger numbers. It just gets harder and harder over time. And I think that's, when that's going to happen, I don't know. And mostly individual investors, retail investors are the ones that have bought Palantir. It's not like big institutional players have bought Palantir, and they are flourishing with this stock. I don't think they're eager to sell it. They just want to see it continue to go higher. The free cash flow, again, back of the napkin. This is a good growing company. And I would say if you multiply this by 30, you would get a valuation of roughly 51 billion. Let's say you're like, well, maybe I multiply it times 40. I would get a valuation of roughly 60, 70 billion dollars. So we're a distance from its valuation. And I'll show you my valuation of the stock. I just don't even come close. The margins are good. Margins are very good. Free cash flow margins very good. I don't doubt that. It's just the top line is so darn small that it's hard to value this stock. Now, I'm not the only one that thinks, hey, you got to look at the fundamentals and do the math. There's an analyst that's at a $45 price target. On average, 139. There is an analyst that has a price target above its current stock price.
How about if you filter it for top analyst only? Looks about the same, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And then the growth is going to persist. And look at that. It's supposed to even accelerate when they're twice the size that they are today. Actually more than that. So right now they're about 4 billion. So they're going to be like 2.5 times bigger. They're supposed to keep growing and actually accelerate growth. And if that's the case, I mean, this stock's going to keep working. I just don't see it letting up, because that's more evidence that this is a really, really special company. But we'll see. Execution's the name of the game. So overall, it's an interesting day for Palantir. What's the 1 month? It's still up 11% over the 1 month. 5 day, it's down a little bit because of today and yesterday. And my valuation on Palantir is not very good. Not very high. And I think the stock's priced 64% too high. If I just treat the fundamentals, kind of like take the name of the company off, take, certain identification off of who they are, just look at the fundamentals. This is how they value in my mind. So I think it's a interesting stock that it continues to go higher, but it doesn't pay attention to its valuation. It just continues to go higher. What do the charts look like for Palantir on your side?
Now, this one's a bit cluttered. I'm going to see if I can't clear things up just a little bit to make things easier to see. So I'm going to take off my 5-day moving average. Before I do that, let me show you the 50-day and the 200-day. They are nonstop up and to the right. The 50-day will level out, but it rarely turns down. So that's an important thing. So what I'm going to do is just I'm going to dim these down to where you can't see them. So I can focus on the 21-day moving average. So there was, first of all, I mean, it's just straight up and to the right. The 50 days still upward sloping, 200 days still upward sloping. And whenever I have this 21-day EMA on here, I would have started getting concerned about right here, but it would have been a false concern. But look how many times it just comes down and tests the 21-day and just keeps going up and to the right.
Yep.
So in fact, I have owned this one in the past. It was for fun, just because it was on such a run, and I just wanted to play with the trade. It's not one that I would hold per my regularly scheduled strategy. But every once in a while, I have some fun money, and I'll trade stocks like this. So as long as it keeps doing this, I would be hanging on to it, because when I did own it, I did make quite a bit of money on it.
Mm-hmm.
Today was a gift. If you believe that a 20-day test, if you believe it's going to hold this, which I think it probably will, if you get a software development team focused on correcting an issue as major as what was reported today, they can do that fairly rapidly. You get a hotshot team on it, and they can fix those kind of faults pretty rapidly. So it's not like you're having to, redesign a booster rocket for something that's going to go to the moon, where it takes years. Software is much easier to fix than that.
Mm-hmm.
So this, to me, would be a gift. You're talking a $12 price change, and it came down and just tested a 21-day moving exponential moving average. Would be a gift to me.
Excellent analysis. I cannot argue with it. Palantir has just really been a successful stock for many.
Look at the accumulation. It has not stopped. It is just straight up.
Look at that. Incredible.
They had a couple of days here where the money flow was negative, and they had 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks there, a month in July, where it was negative. Other than that, it's all positive money flow into the stock. Looks like the NASDAQ has improved a little bit. It's not down quite as much as it was, and the Dow is moving up too.
Yeah, it's interesting. The market as a whole has how it just continues to go up. I think the small caps are kind of leading the charge, which is good. It's healthy to have like some more companies rally versus just the same names continue to go higher. Like today, right? Palantir's down, but the market's up.